guys, Angry Old Man here. Well, week 10 is in the books. I do apologize for being a little late with this video. Um, I went out yesterday for a sort of closer for the week on a trail. I was going to get like just a 7-miler at like just around goal marathon pace, maybe goal marathon pace plus 10-15 seconds. I started out moving down the trail, and man, I'm not sure what hit me, but it was like a bus. Was not feeling that great. Turned around just past Everson on the West Fork Trail. Ran back to Monongah. Got some electrolytes in me. Tried a little bit of, took a little rest, and then I finished up the rest of my run, sort of just basically at right around like a 4-hour marathon pace, and I was struggling at that. I was feeling pretty poorly. Came home. I basically just went straight to bed. I fed my animals and went kind of straight to bed. It's a GI issue that I've suffered from my whole life. I thought it was behind me for the most part. Since I started running, I hadn't had a major episode, and it was I thought that was just a part of my life that was over. And that fitness and overall just generally taking better care of myself had resolved. On the upside, this was something I dealt with, every couple weeks, sometimes, more than once a week, for years. A lot of it was, stress related. I did have an incredibly stressful job when I was in the Navy, and when I worked at the first place after the Navy, it became a very stressful job. My work of late has been getting a bit more stressful as well, and running really helps me manage that stress. But evidently, there's more factors here. One is that I'm fairly certain was a factor is that as we age, the body does not break down or utilize nutrients the way that it used to. And certain processed foods, like bread, do have a very negative effect on my GI. I can usually manage it because I burn so many calories when I'm working out and running that I don't really notice it. Even if I get a little bit of a gurgle down south, I don't really notice it as much because the nutrients are being absorbed and utilized and passed through my system so fast. It's not an issue. I had a little bit more bread than usual. I had a nice tomato that I had in the refrigerator, and I really like tomato sandwiches, and one was not enough, two wasn't really enough, and I might have eaten too much bread, and not really the good kind of bread either, and the fresh tomato might have just hit bottom and caused some issues. I'm still kind of recovering from the overall fallout from whatever it was. I do have to get a run in today, and I just don't know exactly what I'm going to do until I go out there and see how I feel. I think if I make any plan, I'm just going to disappoint myself, or I will end up hurting myself worse than I already am. So I'm just going to kind of run on feels today and see where that takes me. Week 10 was a good week. I reduced my mileage, only 60 miles, not a 70-mile week like I had been going. I cranked out a couple pretty decent runs, a easy-ish, like aerobic 10-miler early in the week, and a like 90%-ish half marathon later in the week. As I said in my Facebook post, I'm not sure I'm exactly where I want to be in my half marathon program. I think I made a few minor missteps along the way, and they just sort of compounded through my training, like being 1 degree off on a nautical course. It's nothing over the course of 1 mile. Over the course of 300 or 400 miles, you find yourself drifting further and further away from your goal. On the upside, while the half marathon is a goal, it is not the ultimate, which is, the BQ, going and racing at Marshall. So I'm not off at all on that. I am comfortably running half marathons in the 8-minute-ish world without putting too much strain on my body. My heart rate is pretty consistent in the upper threshold range. My last one, I basically did it at 148 beats a minute and was just a shy over 8-minute miles. I'm not really pushing. Likewise, I'm not going to be disappointed in myself. I'm going to try not to be disappointed in myself if I don't hit my goal on the half marathon. There's a lot of other factors going on right now, but my big focus is going to be my marathon qualifier attempt at Marshall University. Nextly is I'm seeing some positive improvement in my VO2. Granted, it's just the watch-based Garmin VO2 Max, but it had dipped down for a while, and I was struggling to get it to raise back up. But I'm starting to see some improvements there, and I'm hoping to carry those improvements on and peak for November 6th. I'm getting pretty close to what I think is going to be my peak half marathon for the time being. And I'm just going to have to look at it as a stepping stone for the marathon and not a hard goal like I had previously thought. I do thank everybody for supporting me. I hope you enjoyed my 3rd Runniversary special. I went through and just put a collage of the photos from my various races over from last September to this September. Again, reduced racing in the 2022 calendar year, but ultimately still some successes, some victories, and just some fun. I appreciate each and every one of you. I thank you all for your support, and I hope to see you out there soon on the race courses. I hope you have a great day. Hope you enjoy your Labor Day, and as I always say, run angry, my friends.